Hello everyone. Welcome to my gentle class. My name is Dana Kazandar. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really encourage to have props. If you have a yoga blanket, that would be great, or you can get any type of blanket or towel, that would work too. If you have blocks also, they can come in handy. I'll guide you through that. I won't be guiding any breaks today, so anytime you need a break, please find that. If you need child's pose, it's always accessible for you. We're starting Sukhasana, easy seated pose with the shoulders back. And notice here, if the hips are really tight and already shaky, get your blanket or your towel and put it under the sit bones, or you can put a block, a pillow, a cushion, anything to get the hips a little bit higher. Shoulders back and soft. As you anchor the sit bones down, lengthen through your spine. Keep the sides of the neck long, but keep softness in the back of your neck. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Start noticing how the breath feels. Lengthen through your breath. Notice how your hips feel, how the back of the shoulders are today. And let's all take a deep breath in. Hold at the top of your breath. Open your mouth and let it go. One more time, just like that, a full breath in. And sigh it out. Let go of any thoughts. Be gentle with yourself. So notice thoughts coming by and just let them flow away. A few seconds of just peace and quiet, and draw your attention inward, focusing on your breath. Trying to keep and maintain the breath long and gentle. We'll do a few rounds of Dirga breath. Inhale, blow your belly like a balloon. Flare the ribs, lift the heart. And a long exhale out. Draw the navel all the way back to the spine, empty the breath fully. Inhale into your belly, ribs, lift the collarbones, and a long exhale. 2 more times, just like that. 3-part breath. Inhale, inhale, inhale and hold. And empty the breath fully out. Press the navel back. One more at your own pace. Relax the shoulders and start rolling the shoulders up and back and down and forward. Inhale, widen the collarbones, and exhale, press down. Add any movement that might feel good to release any tension in the back of your neck. Maybe you look down, maybe you sway your head gently side to side. Keep connecting with your breath, or you can turn your head all the way to one side, then all the way to the other side. Make it your own movement. Make it feel good. Very good. Release the shoulders, have the knees together, and I'll meet you in table. So going from table to child's pose, the knees can be to the width of the mat or hip width distance apart, or they can be tighter if the hips are still tight. The sit bones back towards your heels, the toes are touching. The sit bones can be hovering or all the way down to the heels with the hands reaching to the front, dipping down through your chest. Keep the back of the neck long and even sway your head side to side to make sure your neck is not involved. Keep lengthening your spine with the sit bones reaching back, the fingertips reaching to the front, but stay gentle with your shoulders. On your inhale, flare the ribs. And try to make the exhale twice as long. One more time, inhale, flare the side ribs, in the back ribs, fill your lungs. With your exhale, walk the hands out to the left, outside of the mat. You have the right hand above the left or next to it, and the right sit bone reaches back, open the side body. Create space in the side ribs. Notice if you're lifting the gaze, release the neck. There's no wrinkles in the back of your neck.
Take a full breath in, breathing into your side ribs, into your side body. And exhale, soften and deepen into the posture. Inhale, lift, and walk your way to the center to go to the other side. Right hand out, left hand above or next to the right hand, and the left hip bone reaches back. You can even settle the forehead down or the side of the head on the arm. Just take care of the neck. And inhale into the side body. And a long exhale. And very gently walk your way to the center. Lift the hips up, going to table. You have the shoulders over your wrists, the hips are over your knees. Table pose, you draw the navel back and lengthen the tailbone. And notice here if you're collapsing into the shoulders, dipping the chest down, protract the shoulders, pressing up as much as you can. Notice if the shoulders are hiking up, release the shoulders back away from your ears. You want full engagement in the shoulders here. We're going to be here for a while, so take care of the shoulders. Every time you dip down, keep pressing up. To really fire up the shoulders and build some strength there. Keep the core engaged. And on your inhale, extend the left leg back. Point or demi-point or flex the foot. Just get engagement in the foot. And notice if you started leaning to the right, keep your weight equally balanced on both sides. Keep the core fully engaged. A little tuck in your hips to lengthen the tailbone. And deep breath in, reach back. Exhale, knee to your chest. We're going a little bit faster. Inhale back, exhale in. Try to hear your breath, especially the exhale. It's a fast inhale, exhale, breathing with the movement, restricting the back of the throat. Inhale here, and exhale, have the left knee hovering, flex the foot. And notice if you're lifting the gaze, lengthen the sides of the neck, keep pressing up through the shoulders, start opening the left leg to the side and back. Inhale and back. Inhale and back. Stay in full control of the shoulders. If the wrists start bothering you here or it's too much on the wrist, you can either draw a fist in your hands or maybe have something to get the heels of the hands higher, like a blanket or a towel. Pause here, point the toes, tighten the knee towards your chest and draw circles, small circles out. Really small, fast circles, still working on the hips. Notice the shoulders, there's no collapsing down, keep pressing up. Notice your core, you're still trying to zip the ribs together, but draw the navel back. And then change direction, almost there. And then release the knee down, very good. Have the right hand slightly forward with the wrist in front of the shoulder. The right foot is back, and then open the left hip. Extend the left arm up, the left leg is straight, the foot can rest down, or lift the leg up. Point the toes or demi-point, and have the left arm over your ear with the bicep over your ear. Again, without sinking into the shoulder, press up, reach in opposite direction, gaze can be up, but if this bothers your neck, you can always look down. Deep breath in, reaching front and back. With your exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Two more. And exhale. Full breath in. And exhale. Very good. Extend the leg. Have the left hand come down and then extend the left leg next to you, the toes pointing forward. So you have the left leg parallel to the front of the mat. Slide the right foot back, just like it was in table. And then anchor the left hand, again the wrist slightly in front of the shoulder, the right hand behind your head. And inhale, just a little lift in the elbow. With your exhale, the elbow faces down. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Two more times. And exhale. Last one. With your exhale, the elbow faces down, and then slide the hand under the armpit as far out as you can. Release the side of the head down, or maybe the temple, and sweep the left arm behind you. Maybe you find a crease in the thigh or not. Just allow your fingers to curl, the weight of the body to work here. Lengthen and soften your breath and notice, what are you holding on to? What can you let go of? Option to have the left arm straight in front of you, the fingers reaching forward, and then dip the left armpit closer to the mat. If this is too deep, just stay right where you are with the left arm wrapping back. At the left hand, wherever you are, the left hand in front of the face, and press up. I'll meet you back in table and slide the left knee back. Just sway your hips side to side. Adding some rounding here, making this your own movement, your own release with the muscles around your spine, the outer hips. And I'll meet you in the center. Again, protract the shoulders. The shoulders are over the wrists. Lift up as much as you can. This time, extend the right leg back. Point, demi-point, or flex the foot. Find your core engagement, like you're zipping from the lower belly up towards the ribs, with the ribs reaching back towards the navel. Keep that core engagement, and inhale, reach back. Exhale, in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep moving here. Keep the sides of the neck long, and you might hear some popping in your hips or your knee. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't collapse into the shoulders. Connect the breath with the movement. Extend the leg, and then tighten the knee. So you have the right knee next to the left, but it's hovering down. Flex your foot, press up again, and inhale, open and close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. 3, and close. 4, 5. This can go as fast or slow as your body needs, so you don't have to go at my speed. Make it your own. Remember, anytime you need a break, find it. Inhale here, and then tighten the knee to your chest, point the toes, and draw small circles out. Restrict the back of the throat, especially with your exhale here in your ocean breath. And then change directions. Feeling the heat starting to build in the body. Very good. Release the knee down. Slide the left foot back, tuck your toes, have the left hand slightly in front of the shoulder, and then open the right hip, extend the right leg, and the arm reaches up. Press up as high as you can. Try to stay light on the left hand as much as you can. And take a full breath in and open with the arm over your ear. Maybe the right foot lifts, reaching front and back, creating as much space as you can between the foot and the hand and back. Remember, you can draw a fist in the left hand if you need to, and inhale, reach in opposite direction. Exhale, knee to your chest. Knee to your elbow. Inhale, reach, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. 3 more, you've got this. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, reach, and exhale. Inhale, reach, and exhale. Very good. Have the hand come back. I'll meet you back in table. So if it was really uncomfortable to have the elbow opening to the side, you can have the knees a little bit wider. That should help. And then the left hand is behind your head. Inhale, lift the left elbow slightly. And exhale, the elbow faces down. Remember to keep the space between the ear and the shoulder. Inhale, lift. And exhale. It can be a little lift. Inhale, maybe as far as this. And exhale. And one more time, full breath in. And with your exhale, release the left arm under the armpit. The side of the head or the temple is down, and sweep the right arm behind you. Option to extend the right leg next to you if that felt good on the other side with the toes pointing forward. The right arm can stay behind you. And just soften and let go. Relaxing every muscle in your body, even your facial muscles. Option to have the right arm leaning or reaching to the front with the right armpit leaning towards the mat. Just don't force it. Always take care of the shoulder. At any time, if there's any pinching in the shoulders, take it a step back. One more full breath in. And with your exhale, right hand in front of your face, your weight is all on the right hand to carry you up and your back into your table. Very good. Have the knees touching. The sit bones are back towards your heels. Sweep the arms back. Interlace the fingers. Pull the shoulders back as much as you can. Maybe even you find sword mudra with the pointer and the thumb up, interlacing the three outer fingers. Inhale, pull back. You're gazing down. Maybe you just lean down with the sit bones back. Or maybe you lift the sit bones and you have the forehead or the crown of the head touching the mat with some weight on the head, but take care of the neck. You pull the shoulders back and then lift the arms up overhead. Make the breath long. And notice here, if you're lifting the hips, is there a lot of weight on your neck? If so, bring the sit bones back. And a full breath in. With your exhale, release the arms. The palms are facing the sky. Allow the shoulders to round, the sit bones to come back. Turn child's pose in complete surrender. Fill your lungs with air. And make the exhale twice as long. One more time, just like that. Draw the breath towards the lower back. And a long exhale. Slide the hands to frame the head and press up to your table. Very good. Have the hands half a palm print forward, tuck your toes, and on your inhale, hover the knees and lift the hips all the way up to your first downward dog. Feet are hip-width distance apart, the hands are shoulder width. You have the toes a little bit closer to each other than the heels and lift the sit bones up. Allow a micro bend in the knees at first so you can have that full length in your spine without rounding, without tucking your hips to protect. You have to lift or try to lift the sit bones up and back. Draw the shoulder blades towards the lower back, widening the shoulders. Just allowing your head to hang with the gaze back. Working really on that perfect alignment in downward dog, where you're pressing the front of the mat forward, lifting the forearms towards your fingers. If you feel you can have the back nice and long, the spine long, the heels can reach towards the mat, but maintaining the length in your spine, the engagement in the arms. The fingers are wide, pressing the fingertips. Take a full breath in. With your exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, and tiptoe all the way to the front of your mat. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Again, the toes are closer to each other than the heels, and forward fold. If the back is sensitive today, stick to your flat back with your hands on your shins, the length in your spine. Otherwise, if you're in your forward fold, it's our first fold, so allow a bend in your knees to really lift the sit bones up, the crown of the head down, creating as much space as you can between the vertebrae of the spine. The hands can be on your blocks or on the mat or hovering, but notice if the back is rounding and the belly and the ribs are lifting from the thigh, allow a deeper bend in the knees so you can have the upper body rest on your thighs. If you have the hands holding onto something, maybe you shift your weight forward, see how that feels. Hands come to your shins and slowly lift up. Straighten the legs, lift the sit bones and the back of your head up. Wrap the shoulder blades back into your flat back and take a full breath in. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees and inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. Into your standing mountain pose, the arms can come next to you, the palms face slightly to the front and the shoulders are back. Have the feet a little bit closer, so let's have the toes touching, and there's about an inch or an inch and a half between your heels. Shoulders are still back, engage your core, again zipping the core from the lower belly to the ribs. Having a little tuck in your hips, but not so much, don't overdo it. Just to kind of lengthen the tailbone a little bit. Inhale, reach your arms up. With your exhale, circle the arms behind you. Option to interlace the fingers. If this doesn't feel good, you can have the hands stay on your hips or pull back, pull the shoulders down and lift the hands up. So the toes are touching here. Lower your hips. If the toes are touching, knees and touching, shift your weight back. Maybe you can even lift the toes and have that still little tuck in your hips. The gaze is to the front. Pull the shoulders back. The hands reach back. You're in chair pose. Lift the ribs towards the spine. Keep holding onto your hands. Inhale. And with your exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees or not. Lifting the hands up towards the sky. Full breath in. And with your exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, flat back again. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees and inhale, rise up. And exhale, circle the arms next to you. So we're going to do the same sequence, one breath to movement. Inhale, reach your arms up. With your exhale, circle the arms, lower the hips, interlace the fingers, and inhale, open the heart, widen the collarbones, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold, allow the head to reach down, lifting the sit bones, allowing a bend in your knees or not. Inhale, pull the hands back, and exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, release. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower your hips, circle the arms. Inhale, open. And exhale, fold. Inhale, pull back. And exhale, let go. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, interlace the fingers, lower your hips. And inhale, reach and open the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up again. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, let go. One more time, you got it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open. And exhale, fold. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stay here. Anchor the hands and step back to your downward facing dog. Lifting the forearms towards your fingers, the shoulders are back. Spread the fingers and add some dynamic movement. Release one heel down at a time. Pedaling your feet. And really when you release the heel, feel the stretch in the back of the leg before you change sides. Keep the head heavy. Maybe even turn your head side to side to make sure you're not having that lift in the back of your neck. We tend to do that and cause a lot of tension in the back of our necks. Keep pedaling your feet a few times. And then release the heels towards the mat. Bend the knees, gaze to the front, tiptoe or step to the front of your mat. Flat back or forward fold, depending how your lower back feels today. Feel the head heavy. And then maybe the hands can come towards the elbows with the forearms reaching down, lifting the sit bones. So this could be your pose today. But if there's a lot of grounding in the back, you can stick here to your flat back with the legs straight. This is a great place to be, opening all your glute muscles and the back of your legs. And taking care of the back, actually helping your back. Wherever you are is great in this practice today. Option to sway side to side if you're in that picture frame with the arms framing your head. And then release your hands down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Now bend your knees. Squeeze your sit bones towards each other. And on your inhale, slowly ragdoll up, but keep engaging your thigh, your glute muscles to protect the back. Shoulders back, and inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart, and the hands are next to you. Allow your mind to slow down, come back to your breath. Lift the arms up, inhale. With your exhale, the arms are parallel to the floor and back into the shoulder sockets. Lower your hips, chair pose again. Have that little tuck in your hips. Draw the navel back. Shift your weight back, maybe the toes can lift. So keep protecting this whole area. And inhale, halfway lift with the arms reaching up. With your exhale, lower the arms, go deeper, open the mouth and make the sound ha. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, ha. Inhale. Ha. 3 more. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Relax the shoulders. Have the feet a little bit wider than your hips. Inhale, reach the arms up. And with your exhale, swan dive down into your forward fold. Bend the right knee as deep as you need to. You can find the block, have it under the right hand if you don't have blocks. Spider finger the hands to find some height here. Bending the same knee as the hand that's down, and on your inhale, lift the opposite hand, the left hand up. Creating space between the hands. Gaze can be up, but again, if this bothers your neck, chin over your chest or look down. Take a full breath in. With your exhale, change sides. Bend the left knee, anchor the left hand, straighten the right leg, and inhale, lift the right arm up. Widen the shoulder blades. One more full breath in. And exhale, release. Let's do 2 more on each side. Ready? Bend the right knee, right hand down. Inhale, left hand up. And exhale, release. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, release, bending the right knee. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale. Inhale, right hand up. Let's do 1 more on each side. Inhale, left hand. And exhale. Inhale, right hand. And exhale, very good. Flat back, hands are on your shins. Lengthen, realign your hips and the shoulders. Have the hands on your hips and inhale, rise up. Open your mouth and let it go. Have the toes touching. You're at the front of the mat. I'll meet you here. Now that I'm facing you, I'll be mirroring you. So lift the toes up and press the toes down. Press down through the left foot and lift the right leg up. Flex your foot. The right leg is in a right angle. You're engaging your thigh muscles, squeezing the thighs around your bones. Find a focal point in front of you to help you balance. And also engage your core, again, zipping those ribs. I know I say it a lot. And then have a little pulsation here. So the hands can stay to your hips or to the heart and just pulse up. Option to stay right here where you are. If you want more of a challenge, really engaging the hip flexors, extend the right leg and come back. Inhale, extend, and back. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Bend your knee. Have the right foot on the inside of the ankle, calf, or help
With the help of your hand, the inside of your thigh, but not the inside of your knee. Take care of the knee. Opening the right knee slightly out. Keep the shoulders soft. Feeling really rooted through the foot. Still getting that engagement in the core, in the thigh. If you want to challenge, the arms can come up with the pointer and thumb touching. The 3 fingers are out into your mudra. Keep the shoulders soft. Feel the earth under your foot as you rise up through the crown of your head. Hands come back towards your heart. Release the right foot and bring it down. Changing sides. Lift the toes up and press your toes down. Anchor the right foot this time and inhale, lift the left leg up. Your leg is in a right angle, flex your foot and pulse. Waking up the hip flexors, those muscles that connect the upper body with the lower body that become weak. And then we start dragging our feet, so this is a great exercise to strengthen those muscles. Options, stay here, keep pulsing, or extend the leg and come back. Keep gazing at your drishti, extend and back. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, lift. Have the foot on the inside of the ankle, calf, or thigh. I'll stay here on this one. Still squeezing through your thighs, still engaging your core, quieting the mind, letting go of any stories about what your balance looks like. Arms can come up into a V shape. Maintain your long breaths. And then release the left foot down. Very good. You're at the front of the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Forward fold or a half fold. Inhale, flat back or half fold. Exhale, bend your knees, anchor the hands and step the feet back into your downward facing dog. Have the toes in the center of your mat and really engage the shoulders to widen the shoulders, pull them slightly back. And then on your inhale, lift the right leg up, bend your knee and open the hip here. Really find length in those hip flexors that we just strengthened. Also, they're short from the way we sit on chairs and cars all day. This is a great way to open the hip flexors. Maybe you play with the ankle a few times. And when you're ready, square the hips and release the right foot down. Inhale, lift the left leg up, same thing, 3-legged dog, bend your knee, open the hip with the foot reaching behind you. The knee up, and notice here you're not sinking into one shoulder. Try to keep your weight equally balanced on both hands and rotate the ankle. If you want, you can just focus on the opening in the hip. Square your hips, release the foot down, gaze forward and shift your shoulders over the wrists. Release the knees down as if you're in table. Then shift forward again for the shoulders to pass the wrists and come hugging the elbows, come all the way down to your belly. The feet are hip-width distance apart to start on some back bends. Lengthen the crown of the head to the front as you slide the feet further back, creating as much length as you can between the vertebrae of the spine. Hands are under the shoulders, hug the elbows in and pull the shoulders back. Press the sacrum down. On your inhale, just lift from the chest a little bit. You don't have to lift the gaze unless that's in your practice. Take care of your neck. You're pressing the sacrum. Again, the feet are hip-width distance apart and the toes stay down. You're engaging glutes and quads so much that your kneecaps lift. I can slide a paper under your knees. One more inhale and exhale, come down. Let's come up again. Try to stay light on your hands and inhale, lift. And exhale, release. 3 more like that. Inhale and exhale. Full breath in and exhale. Stay light on your hands. Inhale and exhale, release. Press with the hands as much as you can to lift up
From table, just draw circles with your hips out and back, other side and forward. Connect this breath with your movement. And then change direction. When you're ready from table, shift forward for the shoulders to pass the wrist, hug the elbows and come all the way down to your belly. Keep pressing again, the top of the feet, engaging the quads so much the kneecaps lift. The hands are out. So if you know your shoulders are tight, and you'll notice right away, you can have the hands sliding forward or keep the hands in line with your chest if you want to get deeper. Slowly press up. Now release the knees down and press up. Keeping the sacrum kind of pressing down, but not probably touching the mat. And notice if you're hiking the shoulders, that means this area is still very tight. Just slide the hands to the front and press up to get lower. If you need to get lower, again, front and up. If you want to get deeper, slide the hands back and lift up into a deeper back bend. Remember, the feet are hip width distance or even wider in this one. The neck has nothing to do with this. The shoulders are away from your ears. And take a full breath in. And exhale. Release. You can have the forearms on top of each other. The forehead is on the forearms. And just sway your hips side to side. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open your mouth and let it go. Slide the hands under the shoulders and press up. I'll meet you in table again. Just sway your hips side to side. Release any tension in the lower back. Tuck your toes and inhale downward facing dog. Full breath in. Open your mouth and side out. Bend your knees, gaze forward, tipped over, step to the front of your mat, to your flat back, inhale. Stay right where you are with your exhale. Hands are on your hips and inhale, rise up. Open your mouth and let it go. Step back to the width of your mat. So you have the feet wide here. If you look at the outside edges of your feet, they're parallel to the short ends of your mat with the toes in and the heels slightly out. Engage your quadriceps, squeezing your quad muscles as much as you can. Inhale, sweep your arms up. With your exhale, let's have the hands on your hips. Wrap the shoulder blades back as much as you can with the shoulders down, and then start hinging from your hips, but keep the spine nice and long. If you need the blocks, have them under the chest so you can have the hands on your blocks, or the hands can settle to the mat or the floor or spider finger the hands. So notice here, if there's rounding in the back, tucking in your hips, maybe the glutes are still tight, allow an equal bend in both knees. Or you can keep the legs straight if the back is nice and flat. The torso is still parallel to the floor. And then another thing to notice is how wide is your stance. Does it feel better to go a little bit wider or to stay in? Wherever you are, you have full control with the feet, pressing all four edges, all four corners of your feet down. From here, have the sit bones reach back behind your heels and then start walking the hands to the front. Spider finger the hands. You can also carry your block with you and have the hands on a block. Tuck your chin, gaze behind you. Allow the head to be heavy here. If the knees are bending, still you're doing the same thing. Wherever you are, lengthen the spine, lengthen the vertebrae of the spine as much as you can. Release the palms of the hands, walk the hands back closer towards you, and then bend one knee, extend the other leg. Lift the gaze slightly, the back is nice and long, and then change sides. Just going side to side, getting some movement here in the hips. It can be a small bend, a fast bend, or a deep one, and then another deep one. Just make sure the knee is in the same direction as the toes. It's not dipping in if you're going a little bit deeper. Opening the inner thigh out. From here, hands are under your chest, bend the knees, hands are on your hips, and inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, let it go. Notice how long or how wide your stance is. Bring the feet closer and rotate the left foot. I'm mirroring you again. Left foot towards the front of the mat, the right foot is inward. The shoulders are opening to the side, arms are parallel to the floor, and just bend the left knee. Notice again, if your knee is passing your heel, heel toe the foot further out. So you want that perfect width in the legs. Depending on how low you want the left thigh, how you can go as parallel to the floor or higher, depending how your knee feels. If you look at the left foot, you notice that the knee is not dipping in. You can see the big toe on the inside of your knee to get that inner thigh engaged. And the back leg, you have the thigh squeezing around the bone, really engaging your quadricep, lifting the kneecap up. Lift and lengthen from the side of the torso, but keep the hips low, and reach out from the shoulder blades to the fingertips, gazing towards your left. Warrior two. Keep the legs exactly as they are and slide the right hand down your thigh, the left arm is reaching up. Without hiking the shoulders, open the side body, and a full breath in. And with your exhale, come back, down parallel to the floor. So if you need a break here, let's all extend the leg. And then bend your knee again. Release the left forearm to the thigh, the right arm over your ear with the right bicep over your ear. So opening the right shoulder. Notice if there's rounding, come up a little bit higher, bring the feet a little bit closer. There's like a pinch between the shoulder blades to open and widen the collarbones. And notice if the ribs are flaring, draw the ribs back, get that full engagement. Again, squeezing your thigh muscles without collapsing into the shoulder. Keep as much space as you can, feeling as light as you can on the left forearm. Gaze can be up to the center or look down. Stay right where you are and start rotating the arm down and up. Inhale as you open and exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, pause here. Have the right arm behind you, gaze down towards the left foot, extend the leg halfway and rise up. Now extending both legs fully, reaching up into reverse triangle. Take a full breath in, and with your exhale, come back to the center. Bring both feet inward. If you look at the feet, the toes are aligned, and then this time open the right toes out and the left toes inward. Arms are parallel to the floor, bend the right knee, flare the knee out without dipping the knee in, and notice the outside edge of the straight leg of the foot in the back is pressing down. The hips are low, lengthen the sides of the torso. Then you have the palms pressing out, just having a little pulse up and down to add more challenge into your warrior two. Gaze towards the right. Find your deep breath. Can you spread the right toes and the left toes without gripping? And then slide the left arm down your thigh, right arm over, up and open. That arch under the shoulder, the arch under the armpit. Gaze can be up or look down if that's creating any tension in the neck. Full breath in. With your exhale, come back to the center, extend the leg one time, and then bend your knee again, releasing the forearm down, the left arm over your ear, open the left shoulder. Create as much space between the outside edge of the foot and the fingers. Widening the shoulders, but having that stitch between the shoulder blades back. Starting with an arm rotation, spread the toes again. Rotate the arm down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, pause here. Gaze down. Wrap the left arm behind you. Extend the leg halfway and lift. Now extending the leg fully. Get into your reverse triangle. Wrapping the thigh muscles around your bones. Full breath in. And exhale. Come back to the center. Heel toe, the feet closer and closer. Once you're in full control, come back to the front of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And with your exhale, bend the knees, anchor the hands, step back to your downward dog. Let's add some more pedaling in your feet, but this time add a twist. So when you bend your knee, you rotate the hip closer to the mat and then change side. Bend the other knee with the hip closer down. This should feel really nice on the lower back. Where's your breath? Pause in the center and a full breath in. With your exhale, release the knees down and have the sit bones back. The forearms on top of each other. The head can be hovering or the forehead is resting on your forearms. Make a quick scan of your body. Noticing any tension, any gripping. Where can you soften and release? What can you do to soften and release? This hour is for you to breathe, and your breath is really what connects your mind to your body. On your next inhale, lift the gaze. With the help of your hands, press up to come into Vajrasana Hero Pose. From here, come up to kneeling. You have the knees as wide as the hips, so there's about maybe 4 inches between my knees. You have the knees exactly under the hip bones. Tuck your toes. Lengthen through your spine, so the crown of the head is reaching up as much as you can. And inhale, reach your arms up. With your exhale, have the hands circle back to come to the lower back. So the fingers can point down or point out, whatever feels better. Wrap the shoulder blades back. Keep the length in your spine. The thighs stay perpendicular to the floor. As you press the hips forward, just lean back. Pulling the head, the crown of the head, away from your knees as much as you can, but pressing the hips forward. Take care of your neck. If the neck is bothering you, look forward. If it's in your practice to look up and back, that's fine. But here, don't create space between the shoulders of your ears. You're actually wrapping the shoulder blades back, engaging the muscle behind the shoulders and the neck to protect your neck, your trapezius muscle. Full breath in. With your exhale, look forward and very slowly come back to the center. So that was a minor bend, a modification for camel pose. And please choose to do that if your back has had it today or if it's tight. Or if you want, you can come with me into camel pose. I'll take you through it. Inhale, reach your arms up, lengthen as much as you can. With your exhale, circle the arms back. Either keep them behind your back like before or on your glutes. Wrap the shoulders, keep the thighs perpendicular to the floor. Start leaning back, slide the hands lower. Maybe the hands can find your heels today, pressing the hips, squeezing the sit bones towards each other. Wrapping the shoulder blades around your spine, gaze to the front or upper back. Make sure you're breathing, don't hold the breath. And a full breath in. With your exhale, look forward and very slowly come out. Very good. With the help of the hands coming down, have the knees closer, the top of your feet are down, and sit back into Vajrasana. Option to have a cushion under your knees, like a blanket or a towel.
on your knees to sit down like this. You can have 1 block or 2 blocks under the sit bones. It gives you that nice stretch in the quads, but without putting any tension on your knees. Notice the heels are not out wide. You have the heel and the toes aligned into your hero pose. The shoulders are back. We'll work on Kapalabhati breath here. I'll have my hands behind me so you can see. In Kapalabhati breath, the inhale is passive, blowing the belly slightly, and the exhale is a push with the navel back. Exhaling from the nose and inhaling from the nose. So you inhale, and the exhale is a quick and strong push from the nose. I'll demonstrate. So you can join me. We'll start slow and then go faster, but feel free to stay slow if that feels better. Inhale. A little bit faster. And a deep inhale. And let it go. Pause here for a second. Maybe close your eyes or soften your gaze and feel the imprint of this breath. Come back to your long, gentle breaths. And when you're ready, swivel the legs to come down to seated, extending the legs out in front of you. You have the legs straight. We'll have the left foot on the inside of your thigh. Janu Shirshasana, flex the right foot. Have the hands framing your hips and wiggle your way to anchor the sit bones and draw the right hip slightly back to align your hips. Keep the toes, the foot flexed. And inhale, reach up with your arms, shoulders stay soft. With your exhale, lengthen as much as you can with the hands reaching to the front, but not the shoulders, the crown of the head reaching to the front, hinging from your hips. Yogi choice, stay here and just relax the hands resting to frame the leg. So you could be up here, this is a great place to be, and then squeeze your thigh muscles, pressing the hamstring down. Or you can go deeper if you can maintain the length in your spine without engaging your shoulders. So there's some rounding in this posture, but try not to engage the shoulders, as in lift the shoulders up or hike them up. And then notice the wrinkles in the back of your neck, lengthen the back of your neck. The hands can catch the foot, ankle, or shin. If you have a belt also, you can use it here if you choose to. And then notice here, if you have a tuck in your hips, to kind of protect your lower back, untuck your hips. Lengthen the tailbone. On your next inhale, lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, and rise up. Very good. Have the left foot on the outside of the knee. The right leg stays straight, and then pull the foot closer towards you with the left hand back, wrapping the right arm around your thigh, and just rotate from the shoulders, from the core. And notice here the ribs are really hugging the thigh as well. Draw the ribs back, even if it's still touching the thigh. You're not leaning back or rounding. Try to lengthen with the crown of the head up, still flexing the right foot. Your neck stays in line with your spine, so your neck is not too involved in this one. And then pull the knee closer towards you to get that stretch in the outer hip. Full breath in. Option to stay here, or if you want, deepen into the twist, hook the elbow to the outside of the knee and rotate back. Option to extend the arm with the palm facing you so you can protect the elbow to get even deeper into the twist if your back is okay with that. On your next inhale, lengthen up. Stay right here, and with your exhale, soften.
One more full breath in. And on your exhale, very slowly come out of this posture. So you have the right leg straight, have the right leg to the left, hugging the left knee above the right knee, tightening the foot as close as you can towards you. This is a modification of Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, rise up. Option to stay here or fold. So if this is too tight on your hips or you're really feeling it on the knees, you can have that blanket or towel or cushion under the sit bones. That should help you create more space in your hips. Keep the shoulders out of it and the neck out of it. Keep the breath going. And notice if there's rounding in the lower back, tucking here, untuck and lengthen. As in, wrap the shoulder blades back, lifting from the chest and just dipping down from the ribs. On your next inhale, rise up. And then release your legs. Left leg is straight, right foot is on the inside of your thigh. Flex the left foot, wiggle, wiggle. Have the left hip crease back. Inhale, reach up. And with your exhale, lengthen as much as you can. Untuck your hips, lengthen the tailbone, and then rest your hands wherever they rest. Notice the rounding in the back. Wrap the shoulders back. There's still some rounding, but that's okay. Release the back of your neck. The hands can hold on wherever they want. Any part. You can be up here, up here. This is still a great stretch. Wherever you are is great. On your next inhale, lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, and walk your way up. Have the foot on the outside of your knee, the right foot on the outside of your knee. Right hand is behind you and hug your thigh towards you. Feeling the stretch in the outer hip, the shoulders are back and soft. Keep flexing the left foot. With every inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, deepen. Rotating from the shoulders. Keep the neck soft in line with your spine, and maybe you hook the elbow to the outside of your knee if you want to deepen into your twist. Draw the ribs back. Maybe you extend the arm with the palm facing you without leaning back. Try to keep that length in your spine. One more full breath in. Exhale, come back. Tighten the right knee over the left. Have the left foot to the right, and then pull the foot closer towards you. Hands behind you, find length. Stay right here with the hands on your knees, or have a little hinge from your hips. Keep flexing the foot, pressing the hamstring down. The hands can rest down. On your next inhale, lift up. And with your exhale, release. Come to the center of your mat and come all the way down to your back. Hug your knees to your chest. If the knees are tender, you can have the hands behind your thighs, hugging the thighs towards you and just sway side to side. The legs up, and then bend your knees with the knees out, with the hands catching the outside or inside edges of the feet. I like to wrap my two-piece fingers around the big toes, pressing the hamstrings towards you. One day working towards the tailbone to be flat down to the mat. Keep the back of the head resting, the back of the shoulders resting, and maybe add a little sway side to side. Notice your breath. Take a full breath in. With your exhale, release the legs. Extend the legs with the feet to the outside edges of the mat. The arms are out, the palms face the sky. Soften your gaze or close your eyes and take a full breath in. Open your mouth and let it go. One more deep breath in. One more sip. And let it go. Now you have nothing to do. Feel the weight on the back of your head, relaxing the back of the shoulders and the back of your neck. Notice the back body, parts of your body heavier than others. Soften your jaw, the root of the tongue. Release any creases on your face. Just give yourself some time to sit and be, to calm the mind and calm the body, and just simply be. Feel free to stay here as long as you need to, as long as you want to. I will let you go. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.